Hey, y'all remember when Steve Earle told y'all about everything going on Copperhead Road? Because one day, me and Steve Earle, we were just hanging out, and he introduced me to his homeboy, and I was like, "Yeah, my name is Classiqmusic. What's your name?" He's like, "Man, my name is John Lee Pettymore, and that was my dad's name and his daddy's name before." I was like, "That's cool. So it kind of runs in the family." Well, he's like, "A lot of things run in our family because my granddad, he used to move that moonshine. We really rarely seen him when he would come down to visit. It only came down like twice a year, but he would get 100 pounds of yeast, get that copper line, so you know what he was doing. Well, I heard the revenue man was after him because when you're doing that, you ain't paying no taxes. So he tried to follow him, and my granddad, he went down straight up into the holler. The revenue man followed behind him, and all I know is he never made it back from Copperhead Road. And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." He was like, "If you think that's crazy, wait till I tell you about my dad." And my dad, he was the one, he moved whiskey. Whiskey was his deal. So while he was out there doing whiskey, he actually got him a big block Dodge, and it had Johnson County Sheriff on the side, but he hit it with some primer, did some stuff on the inside. They tore down the engine, him and my uncle, and that's what he was doing. Well, one day, he wasn't really successful with what he's doing because the sheriff came by at night, and I heard my mama crying, so I knew something wasn't right. So when he went down to Knoxville with his weekly load, he must have had an accident and everything caught on fire because you could smell the whiskey burning from Copperhead Road. I was like, dang, so Copperhead Road is crazy. He's like, "Yeah, pretty much." So I was like, "Well, what did you do?" He's like, "Well, me myself, I went ahead and volunteered for the Army when I was like 18 years old, well, on my birthday. And so, they went ahead and sent me over there. And I did 2 tours of Vietnam. And I was like, man, I don't want to move no liquor. I want to do a new plant. So he ended up getting a seed from Colombia and Mexico. And so he went up to Holler and planted that seed. And, pretty much he was in there growing, we'll just call it Willie Nelson. So while he's growing this Willie Nelson, the DEA found out what he was doing, and they had a chopper over the property, and he actually got scared like he was back over there. That chopper reminded him back then. And the thing that they don't know is he learned something from Charlie. Like he learned that had them the booby traps and all this other stuff going on. So if they even try to come down, he just said, "I'm like, look, y'all better stay off Copperhead Road. Y'all want to live." So I was like, "So all y'all just got involved in something illegal and was doing y'all thing on Copperhead Road?" He was like, "Yeah, pretty much."